It's September and kids are heading back to school, and just as important as getting them in the classroom is getting their parents involved in their school community. Here to talk about that today is Tom Linehan from the UNH Cooperative Extension. Thanks for being with us, Tom.
Thanks for having me.
Tom, why is it important for parents to develop a connection with their child's school?
Well, that's a great question. Somebody said that parents are their child's first teacher, and that certainly is true. So when kids make the transition to school, either for the first time or for the first time that year, the parents are really the one that bridge the gap between home culture and school culture, so it's really important.
What are some tips parents can take and use in terms of communicating well with their child's school?
Well, I think if they can see themselves as a partner with the school, it's in their kids' best interest. And so in doing that, don't be afraid to connect. So don't be afraid to be the first one that reaches out to try to make a connection, and try to take advantage of the things that the school has in place for making that connection.
And once that communication is initiated, what sort of questions are important for the parent to ask?
Well, that's going to vary from family to family and child to child, but they're usually things like homework, schedule, the insight that parents get about how kids are doing in school that only parents hear about and teachers may not be aware of. That can be very valuable to the school community.
Any strategies for parents to use when they're communicating with the school?
Well, you know, for a lot of us, it's a little nerve-wracking to think about connecting with your kid's school. We may have not have had the great school experience ourselves, so one of the things to think about is try to think about what you're really trying to get across, what you're trying to communicate, what will make the situation better, keep the past in the past and the future in the future, and that seems to help.
What can a parent do if that communication is not going well with a school?
Right. I think the first thing to do is to think about what are you really trying to communicate and what are your goals in the communication and what will it look like if things go well. And that can mean, you know, focusing on the problem and the situation and trying to put the people things to one side and focus on how can we make this better.
Mm-hmm. And what is the benefit, obviously, when you have that open line of communication, whether you encounter good things or bad things, it's basically all being aired out, I'm guessing.
Yeah, and it's really an opportunity to make the most of what can be a really fruitful partnership between home and school.
And the benefit would be the child gets a better education.
That's right.
Tom, thanks so much for your time and your expertise. We appreciate it, and we will be right back.